Welcome, kings and queens, rulers of the board. We're starting another journey alongside our Road to 1800 series. And this account, we're basically just going to try new openings, different things. We're going to start all the way from the beginning. For those of you who've just gotten on the channel, you can see us progress from 100 all the way up to where we are now, somewhere 1500. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Game one, and we get the white pieces. Ooh, I accidentally went Jobava. Actually wanted to go Italian, but what do they say? Old habits die hard, something like that. Um, I mean, these first 10 games are probably going to be super easy. I would think that we, I don't know, like this is going to be a crash course for everyone that's below 1,000, below 500. You just want to develop all your pieces when you first start. Like he's going, I mean, I guess that's developing a piece, but I don't know. And then he just gave up a queen. So I don't know if we're going to get much out of this video, but we'll see. I was in passant. Uh, what the hell? What? Okay. That's that what is that? That is an en passant for those of you that don't know what that is. Look it up. I'm not sure I'm good. I don't think I'm the best to explain that. Um, let's just bring the bishop here. We're attacking that piece and we're developing our our pieces. And then I guess he's going on the attack, which is fine. I can take that pawn now, but for now I just want to develop all my pieces. So no rush to take a pawn. Plus we're already a queen up. He wants us to take it. I guess I'll take it now because it develops the queen and then that bishop could sit there. I mean, we can't really. We can pretty much do what we want right now because we have so much material. We have such a huge material advantage, and I think he's just giving us pieces. Well, we'll be bored first 10 games, but I wanted to start from the beginning, and this is the price of starting from the beginning. I didn't even know you could get this low in ELO. No offense to anyone who's 100 or below. Okay. What we're gonna do. Maybe I guess I should explain my moves, but I don't know. Like it's sort of like just instinctive at this point. Like you see the piece that's not defended, you take it. And then, yeah, like you can see, we developed all of our pieces. All of our pieces are on the board. The only piece he has developed is his bishop, and then he gave away his queen earlier. So I guess it'll be easier to explain what's going on during the reflection slash review. We do have a check here if we want. He didn't see that this knight can move it in L shape, so we can take this bishop. We could take it this way. We can even take it with the king. So that's just throwing away a piece. Let's just throw in this check first. And I mean, do we even need to? I don't know. I don't think we even need to take this bishop. Then I would check here, but we just lose the bishop. I would check here, but then he goes back. And I think that's fine. So let's check here. I'm just trying to go for the checkmate. I guess we could have brought the knight in. Let's check here. Yeah, that's checkmate. Okay. All right, let's see what happened here. 93.1 for us, 61 for the opponent. Let's see here. We accidentally, I wanted to play the Italian, which is e4, and then you get the knight out, bishop out there. But I usually play d4, so out of habit, I went d4. And I like to get the knight out, but he went and challenged the pawn, so I just went ahead and took it. And he brought out the queen. We attacked the queen. And then he's just, I don't know, I guess he just gave up the queen and we took a queen. And from there, and there was an en passant here. So if you have a pawn already on this square and then they skip like they move 2 squares instead of one next to your pawn, you can take that way. But that, I think that's only on the first move and if they jump all the way up. And then after that, I don't think you can do it anymore. So if you go to the next move, I don't think it allows you to do en passant, but it's called en passant. If you want to research it, you can. So we did that. You exchanged. We took another pawn. He took the pawn back. And then we continued to develop our piece. He attacked our knight. We ignored it. We could even take a pawn here, but in your opening, you generally just want to develop your pieces. You don't want to waste time trying to go after pieces. If it's worth it, yes. But here, I don't know. You just kind of judge. I didn't think this pawn was worth slowing down our development, but it's a free pawn, so I guess technically you can take it. And then yeah, then we could take the pawn again. I think this time we did. He developed his bishop. We probably would have taken. Did we take? Yep. And he brought the knight in. I think we could. We just took the knight, and then we just started going for the checkmate. He was attacking our bishop, and yes, we can win a bishop, but the best move is to just go for a check and go ahead and try to checkmate this king. That's the second best move, and then we bring in our bishop and checkmate the king. So his king has no squares to go to. He can't go there because of the. He can't go here because of this bishop. He's in check because of the light squared bishop. He can't go up here because of the queen. He also can't go there because of the queen. His king has no legal moves left, so it's a checkmate. Let's move on to the next game. Let's get game 2 started. He's got the white pieces. Let's play the perk defense, I think, or the modern defense. I don't even know what it's called. But you push this pawn up, you get the bishop out, you get the knight out, then you castle. And then I think if they go e4, you're supposed to go d6. That's one of the main things you have to remember in this opening. Okay, this person is doing good in their development. We can't push up, so I guess he kind of knows what he's doing. But let's just get this knight out. Now if he takes the knight, we're fine. Now we can push this guy up if we want to, but there's no need to. Most likely I'm going to castle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and castle. And yeah, so far so good. The first person gave us a big advantage in like the second or third move. He just gave us his queen. So this guy's doing a little better. He got 2 of his pieces out, which is good. But now he's just moving a bunch of pawns, which is not that good. We can just push this pawn up and get our bishop out. So if you do move a pawn, it should be to like let your bishops out. It shouldn't be because you're just trying to move pawns. That is a free pawn, so we're gonna take it. If he takes, we'll take back with the pawn. Sometimes I would hesitate to do that just because it opens up the file to this king, but we would get a rook for it, so I think it's worth it. All right, let's just go back because now he's attacking our knight. So always scan for threats to make sure you're not giving away pieces. And now, oh wait, we could have, yeah, we didn't see how to deal with it. So another general move is if there's a good move, see if you can find a better move, and the better move would have been to take this pawn. We can take it now, or we can take here. Kind of like this because then we're attacking this bishop as well. You can take back with the knight. I don't know. Let's do this actually. Let's take the pawn, pin the knight, and then maybe if he doesn't see it, we can win this. Okay, so is good. He's trying to put pressure on our piece. The problem is the knight was pinned to the queen, so now we're gonna get a free queen. So there's you gotta be careful when you move. You gotta make sure that the move you're making doesn't lead you to losing a more valuable piece. This is not good because now we're getting a bishop for our bishop. I don't know. I feel like these guys are throwing the games. So yeah, let's just take the bishop. I don't know. Okay, let's take a pawn. We're attacking that bishop if he doesn't see it. And yeah, I mean, 100 ELO is exactly what I expected it. I wonder how many of these are people that are like us who are just trying to tank themselves so they can start from the beginning. And how many is actual beginners. Let's put the queen here so we can get it into the game. I literally haven't moved this knight at all, so maybe next plan is to develop the knight, and we're attacking that pawn now. So, okay, he sees it. That's good. And then I guess we need to find a good square for our knight. Let's put it right here. Honestly, didn't see that. That would have been a better move. But that's okay. I want to go knight here. And then we can take this pawn. Alright, we'll go take the knight back with the check. And then we can win. Oh, well, we can take that pawn too because the knight's defending the queen. So the king can't take the queen. And now what we can do is take this pawn because this rook is stuck there. So we can actually win the rook. He needs to move his knight out of the way. That's good. He moved his knight and attacked the queen. So now he'll have time for his rook to get away. What we're going to do is actually check. And I mean, I think that might have been the best move. But because he's down so much material, we can just check the king and still win that rook. Or we can even try to go for a checkmate. If we go here, that would be checkmate. So let's try for a checkmate, actually. We can win there, but checkmate is always the best move. There we go, checkmate. Good game. All right, let's review this game. We did our perk defense, modern defense. I gotta learn which one it is. But yeah, eventually, like this is generally the setup you want. He started pushing this pawn. We took the pawn, and then here we could have taken with the bishop. That's the top move, as you can see on the analysis. The top move is just to take with the bishop, but we didn't see that, so we retreated with our knight. And then there was a free pawn we could have taken this way, but we decided to take this way. And he moved his knight back, attacking our bishop. Problem is, he didn't see that the queen was for the taking, so we took the queen. And then he also just gave us a free bishop. I don't know why after we took the queen, he did this. Really, he should have just taken with his king, but instead he let our bishop come back with another trade. So we got, yeah, so we were up more pieces. And then here we took the pawn, attacking the bishop. Did he see the bishop was under attack? Nope. So we got the bishop. And then we developed our queen, attacking the knight. And I think he saw that one. Yeah. We brought our knight in. He kicked the knight. That was good. And really, we could have gone here, taken the pawn. He would have taken us. We would have taken back, and eventually we would have got this rook for the knight. So let me just show you. Instead of what we did, which is go there, best move is to. This is the best move is knight e5. That's the best move. Apparently, best move is knight e5. I thought this was the best move. All right, we take there, and he's supposed to do what? Yeah, he takes there, and then we take the pawn. I think this is what I wanted. This is the sequence that I wanted. We would take the pawn, and then his knight would go somewhere like right there. Okay, I see what it is. We would be winning an exchange versus winning an actual piece. Yeah. So yeah, that's why it doesn't like it. I'm fine with it because we're already up so much material. And then that's just, and then he's got three minor pieces. We've got two rooks, a queen, and a knight. So it's a completely winning endgame. But we didn't do any of that. Instead, what did we do? He pushed. We did that, which was actually the best move. He did something like that. We went after the knight. We traded knights. We got the check, and then we took back with the check. What else? His queen. I mean, his king has to go back. I wonder what else we could have done. I think we did the best move, which is go after this. No, it's not the best move. Best move is to go for checkmate. It says checkmate in 6 moves, so I guess a queen check. Yeah, that makes sense. Check the king. King has to go somewhere, and then what do? Get the bishop to e5. Okay, and then what? And then I guess I don't know. I'm just going off what the engine wants. I guess he would go d2 or something. We would go okay. We go bishop g3. His rook goes there. Why? I don't know because we could just take it. Interesting. But we do okay, that's why we do a queen check. King has to go to g2. We check again, and then it's checkmate. No, he still has one more square, which is h1, which is forced. He has to go to h1, and then the queen checkmates there, which wasn't our sequence. We went the longer route. No, 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 no. What did we do? We went the longer route. Okay. We took the rook. No, we didn't take the rook. We just went after the pawn. The knight comes in. We check. We bring our knight in, and then it's a checkmate. So easy second game. Yeah, let's see. Keep going until we find some tough competition. Third game. Let's get it. Oh, I think we're 208 now. Oh, let's not go d4. Let's go e4 and get this knight out and play the Italian. Let's see, let's see, let's see. If I'm calling the openings by the wrong name, I apologize. I think this is just a free pawn. We can take it if we want. I did say you have to prioritize development, but why not? Let's take a free pawn. And we can go here. If he kicks a knight, we just go back. That's alright. Sheesh. Phone's going off. Let me turn that off. I think that's actually a pretty good development move. Opens up a rank for the bishop, opens up a file for the bishop, and a diagonal, whatever you call it. And it kicks our knight. So that was a good multi-purpose move. Let's get our bishop out, and I think that what's it called? I think that what? I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, he's playing well. Let's just take. Let's take. Now let's open up a diagonal for our bishop. Okay, that is a free knight. In case you did not know, pawns can usually only go forward, but if there's a piece, it can take that piece diagonally. So I guess that's like when you're first starting out with chess, that's kind of confusing. But yeah, that's how pawns move. Okay. I want this diagonal open for my queen, but we have to do some work first. Mainly, I gotta find a way to get this knight out of here. I could put the knight there. And then check with the queen. Let me put the knight there. It looks like the queen can take it, but there's a bishop all the way over here protecting it. The bishop here is protecting it. Okay, cool. Now we can check. That's why generally you don't want this. diagonal on your king side open because you can get checked. Pushing with the pawn doesn't help because we can just take it and then you have the same problem. So there's a check, and he still can't take our knight because of the check. And then if he goes here, we can just take the pawn, and life is good. Or we can check here. He pushes up, we can check. He goes back, we check. Is it checkmate? Yeah. So we can check here. I think he has to go back. Then once he goes back, we check here. It's not checkmate. The queen, the king can. Sorry, the queen can block it. So maybe we need to do this first. Check this way. And now I think he has to go there. Okay. All right, not what I wanted, but I guess can't complain too much. King is still moving and running, and I think he gets away. We gotta find a way to bring our knight back to safety because the pawn can still take it. Okay, so I want to put the knight here attacking the queen, and then we can win that pawn back. So let's go here. We're attacking the queen. We're attacking the pawn. And if he goes there, well, we can just take. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. All right, I don't know what the plan is, but I think we're fine. We're gonna bring our knight into the game. Now the knight is taking care of these two important squares. And then now we can check the king. King can go back there. And I really don't know how I'm gonna keep attacking. Now we gotta be careful. The queen protects that bishop. Well, he's doing good. That's all I can say. That pawn is that knight's protected. This knight's protected. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I need to develop my bishop. So I'll develop my bishop and take a pawn at the same time and attack this rook. Queen can't take it because the knight's protecting it. The knight's protecting the bishop. Queen's protecting the knight. This pawn's protecting this knight. All of our pieces are protected. And eventually I just want to lift this rook up here, bring the other rook in, and try to do something that way. Okay, that's good. That is good. I think that's good for him. If we had taken here, where can this knight go? Somewhere. Plus we lose this knight, so we can't really take that. I'm surprised he hasn't pushed here, because I feel like, I don't know. Alright, let's lift the rook. I don't know where the queen is going, but we can ignore it. You don't have to respond to every move. The move is not causing any threats. You can just kind of ignore it. So every time you just watch the move, look for threats, and whoops. We kind of blundered. That's sad. Okay, let's double up our rooks. That was the initial plan. Wait, we forgot we could. How long could we have taken that rook? When we took there, he went there. Instead of going up, we could have taken this rook, and we forgot. So that's not a good sign. Alright, he's taking some pawns. We need to be careful. Queen here is kind of a problem. Let's go here, threatening to take this rook. And how does he stop it? I don't think he can. He could probably go here, but he still loses it. And then once we go there, we can swing in, and that should be checkmate. If we can get our queen here, that would be a checkmate. But yeah, not taking that rook when we had the chance is a problem. Losing the knight is not a good sign. As long as we have these two rooks connected, we're fine. We gotta be careful with this queen. It's doing some damage, but okay. All right, that's smart. That is smart. I wonder if we can go here, asking the queen to take. Yeah, let's go there. I'll trade two rooks for a queen. I don't mind. I think generally two rooks are worth more than a queen. The problem is most of us, like probably anyone under 2000 rating, doesn't know how to use the rooks against against the queen. I think we can just take the knight. We could also just take the rook. Yes, or we could just check. I think that's just checkmate right here. This is just checkmate. Yeah, always find the best move, and checkmate is always the best move. All right, let's do this reflection. I think he actually played good in the opening, minus giving up that pawn. But a lot of people, even at the higher levels, give up that pawn every once in a while. So I don't blame him. And then what was the response? Yeah, pushing this pawn was a good multi-purpose move. Gets rid of the knight and it opens a diagonal for the bishop. So that was the right response. And then we got our bishop out. He got his bishop out. And sometimes I like to go back and open this this file, but it's easier to just take. So he takes back, and then we push this pawn up to get an opening for our own bishop to try to get it into the game. Then he blundered here and gave us a knight. We take back with the pawn. We castled, and we kind of did a basic trick here. We went after, what's it called? Well, we were threatening to go here, which would fork the king or the queen and the rook if we go there. We're also threatening to go there to take the pawn. And what else? And then we threatening a check here with the queen. And I think this was a bad move. I mean, I got the idea he's trying to kick the knight away, but we could just check, and then he can't really do anything about that check. He pushes the pawn, but the best move is probably just to think go d7. Yeah. Instead, he pushed the pawn. We got another check. We check there. We check with the rook, and then we just kind of keep kicking his king. He brought his queen here, I guess, to go for some kind of counterattack, which is the right idea. But his king is out in the open, so very hard to defend that. He got rid of one of our attacking pieces, which is good. Letting that knight join the party was probably the last thing he needs. He goes there. We kind of blunder our own knight away. Instead of going there, we could have actually taken the rook. So we missed out. He takes. We just double up our rooks, trying to go for an attack. We can't go there yet because his rook is there. And then he took another pawn. We go and attack his rook. He should have been trying to develop his pieces instead of trying to take pawns. But that's the only critique I can make, is he didn't develop his pieces. So yeah, and then here, I think, where did the blunder happen? He kind of went there. That was a blunder. If anything, um, I don't know. Like, it's not like he has good moves. I guess he could. Yeah, he can't even go there. And yeah, I mean, next move is checkmate. So probably his only move is to take with the queen. Yep, the engine says the same thing. He's got to take with the queen. Nobody wants to do that. We take back. And then he would have gotten two rooks for the queen, which is not that bad. Um, and then I guess he could have continued to play, but he didn't do any of that. So let's go back to where we were. He went there. We take. We didn't even have to take. We went for the checkmate. So yeah, that's that. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.